There we go. Alrighty. So usually when I do these type of videos, I usually wait around 3 minutes for people to just start logging in, so I know when you guys get the notification. If you're coming in late, make sure on YouTube you put your notification bar on so you can be able to see live content from my channel. That being said, good morning. This is GeoStealthR1, and this is hey Nick, what's going on? Traxxas RC Power, what's going on? Like I said, I just come across and wait for a few minutes for people to start coming in, and that's primarily it. Now, today's discussion is we're gonna come across and start GT Clutch 67. What's going on? I'm gonna talk about the Traxxas catamaran. I'm gonna talk about where I've been in the last couple of weeks, not doing any videos and stuff like that, and working from that point on. Are you going to your hobby shop, Traxxas RC Power? Cool. What are you picking up? Anyway, like I said, usually around the 3-minute mark. Ben Morris, make shirts. You know what? In actuality, I have made many shirts throughout the years that I've done this channel. I'm thinking about, I have two companies that are creating brand new logos for the channel. One specifically for the guys that go above 100 miles an hour, and then another one just customization t-shirt. Truth Bullet, what's going on? Well, you know what? I've never gotten into boats. I got this boat last year, and I have not driven this on water as of yet. I'll go into what I've customized on the catamaran, what other updates and upgrades I'm going to be doing with the catamaran as well, and I should be able to do a video this weekend. I'm going to be taking, there's a lake by where I live at, so I'm going to attach my GoPro on top of this and then do videos. Hudson Hawk Hobbies, what's going on? I believe it's a 74. That's the next gear down from 76. You should get a trailer for the T. You know what? The cool thing is that you get to hear a lot of rumblings for Bar Harbor Basher. What's going on? You get to hear a lot of rumblings from Traxxas. Here and there you hear things like you guys saw in my last video. Warhawk Legend 69. What's going on? And primarily what happens is that, a lot of these rumors that come around do come into fruition. So last video I ended up talking about, an X Revo, which would be a 1/16 scale Revo. If you guys were able to see the TRX4, you'll notice in the back of the rig itself, it does have an optional positioning for a hitch. Now, primarily Traxxas has around 3 boats right now: the Blaster, the Spartan, and the M41. So it wouldn't be too crazy to come across and think that Traxxas wouldn't make a trailer for these type of marine RCs, which would definitely be something cool to have. If not, then you have other companies that do make the trailers, like RC 4-wheel drive. Integy, I believe, makes they make a few trailers as well. You have other guys on eBay, they do customize trailers for that. So that's something cool to have. Okay, Truth Bullet asks, one X-Max question. Is the 1200 motor much different than the 1600 motor? It is different because the 1600 motor has more RPMs on it. I believe they ended up going with the 1275 because of heat issues, and the way they're geared to go above 50 miles an hour is differently. So that's one of the reasons why when the Traxxas released their brand new 2017 X-Max, they ended up going with a bigger can, which is the 1275 kV motor, and also That's why when people did the upgrade for with the 1600, the 1717 kV motor, you do have more RPM ratios. It does run hotter, but the cool thing is that you're able to come across and look at something else. So hold on, gentlemen. I have to say goodbye to my kid, who's about to leave in like a minute or two. So have a great day, my dear. Love you too. All right. Hold on. You got gas money? All right. Things you have to do as a dad. All right. Bar Harbor Basher. What scale is the boat? You know what? I have no clue. If there's one thing I've learned is I don't know I don't know enough about boats to come across and go into details. Like just recently, well, I've had this for weeks now. I ended up getting this from Hot Racing. This is the CNC brass upgrade prop, and this is the SPN 1000E, and this is the same one that they use in the Spartan. So I have to install that into there. And what scale I know what it is, I have no idea. Can the boat do 100 miles an hour, or is that too much? Possible, but you do need a different type of setup when you are doing 100 miles an hour because of the way the boat is cooled off. Oh, welcome back, kid. Let me see. So, possibly could do it. I know there are boats out there that can do that, but you'd have to separate the cooling on how the system, because it will get really hot in the hull. So what type of system would you put in there? You'd have to go 8S easily, and then these things tend to get extremely hot. Can it be done better? I think it would be better done in winter, not when the lake is frozen, but definitely in a cooler temperatures, not summertime, because these boats do tend to get hot because they are liquid cool.
I go to Tanya's house to go in the pool.
What happened?
I go to Tanya's house.
Who's Tanya?
Alexa's friend.
Okay. You got work. Okay, now let's see some of the questions. Sorry about that. All right, so what scale is a boat? I have no idea. And that was from Bar Harbor Basher. Warhawk Legend 69 says, "Are you planning to get the Xbox One X on November 7th?" I'll be honest with you. I've never really been an Xbox fan. I've owned all the systems. I do have the Switch. I do have the PS4. I do have the Wii U. I pretty much have everything. The PS3, the Xbox One, original Xbox One. But I never play games on the Xbox One. I only use it as a media center. So possibly, who knows? I have too many hobbies when it comes down to that. All right, SS Clutch 42. Can I have a shout out, please? You just got a shout out right now, my friend. Infomut. Hey, Gio, will Traxxas make a 4x4 rustler? I don't know why they haven't made a 4x4 rustler, because there has been many conversions. I know a famous YouTuber that's Jess, who does a lot of things with his Stampede 4x4 that turned it into a rustler. And realistically speaking, them coming across and making a 4x4 rustler, I think it's beneficial to Traxxas. I think a 4x4 rustler will, sell on that type of setup. So why they haven't done it yet, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that Traxxas has a lot of other products out there that they're trying to innovate with their crawler and the and their 110 scale on-road car that just came out, the Fortec. So that's primarily it on that point. Okay, are you going to be live later on today? No, I'm not. Ali Davir. What EC is on? Well, I'll show you in a few. Info good, okay. Wyatt RC, what's going on? I'm on a roof and it's freaking hot. What are you doing? Solar lighting or something like that? Solar panels? Barbara, great bash with Chris Gio. Been there before. Okay, Hudson Hawk Hobbies. Did you film the Xbox body? Okay, so I really haven't been doing any type of filming. Reason being is Uh, finances. Finances have gotten in the way of me doing anything RC related, and also usually around this time I take a break and I do my motorcycle season when I do this. So, but finances definitely has stopped a lot of the RC production. Not that I can't afford to do it, which I mean I have tons and tons and tons of upgrades and a lot of things, but I have been working a lot for some reason. May and June has been a little bit chaotic, and also I recently just had my daughter move in with me, so I ended up she ended up getting a brand new car. So those are other finances that go in through, and you know, if anybody has a daughter who's a teenager or older, know that they are very, very, very expensive. And mind you, she works, so it's still expensive. But that being said, I ended up calming down a little bit on getting RCs. I have two RCs that I have to pick up that I have not picked up, and the hobby shop that has them available for me is contacting me and be like, "Yo, you know, these things are waiting for you," so I have to pick them up. Special shout out to Willis Hobbies, who initially was able to get me filming on the Fortec and filming somewhat a little bit of filming on the TRX 4, which those are the two next RCs that will be coming into the arsenal. There have been many videos out there right now showcasing these RCs, and a few videos out there that are upgrading their RCs. MTC Tookie 25 has a pretty cool update with Censored Castle Creations motor. If you're ever interested in seeing an upgrade on that part, check out his channel. Definitely a good shout out for that. You know, I do watch other people's channels. If you guys, you know, show me something very interesting, I'll definitely like to check that out. So don't leave it on the messages below because I'll totally forget. But if you ever get the opportunity, leave it on the comments below so I'm able to look at it and check it out. And if you guys need any feedback from me, I'd be able to help you out. So that being said, there are a lot of RCs that I have not driven yet. Case in point, one of them. So let me crack open the hull for you guys to see. If you guys haven't seen my channel beforehand, you are able to, well, even before I get into the hull, you guys are able to look at the back of it, and all that is all hot racing. So you know, that's you know, this is all my setup right there on the rear for the from the return valve, from the return propellers and everything like that. Pretty much everything on this is all custom as of right now. I ended up going with a I believe this is hot racing, dual intake. And as I crack open the hull, this thing has dust on it too. I'll be able to show you the internal workings of this. So there are a few things that I needed to do with this RC, which I have not done yet, but it's coming into fruition very soon. So Hot Racing just came out with a motor mount, which comes in this week. I'm going to install it into right there. That's the Hot Racing cooling jacket. As you can see, I got different type of hoses for the reason that they pass water a lot better than what's initially comes on the RC itself, from what my hobby guy told me. Special shout out to Dan from Bruckner Hobbies, Hobby Heroes. He was able to help me out with, you know, what initially I needed to have in this RC. Also, as you can see, my wire mesh, I ended up doing multicolored wire mesh for the RC itself. Main reason why I did that is because the way the RC looks, it's all colored out. I said, you know what, let the internal components be the same way. I am getting the telemetry expander, which is going to live right here. And the cool thing about this is that everything is stainless steel. I wish that their cars came stainless steel screws and stuff like that, but their boats do come stainless steel because, you know, things rust out and stuff like that. So and as you guys can see, I have the Traxxas batteries, which is going to be two 11.1 volts, 5,000 milliamp batteries, and those things have never been utilized as of yet. So once I install all that, I believe I'm going to put the propeller on today. I have the expander pack. I'm putting that on today. The motor mount that just came in, I'm probably going to pick that up on Tuesday. And hopefully, if it does not rain this weekend, well, what does it really matter? But I'll be able to install the motor motor the motor mount, and then everything will be good to go on that aspect. So yeah, so let me come across and put the lid back on this bad boy and look at a few of the questions you guys are inquiring about. All right, let me scroll down and see what's happening over here. All right. Are you gonna do a motorcycle video? Yes, I am. In actuality, if you know, right next to me is my helmet. I've been riding I've been riding extremely hard with a few of the guys. There's a few guys that joined the motorcycle crew just recently, and we're pretty much ripping the Long Island Expressway, which is pretty intense. All right, so let me go through a few of the questions that have been asked. Okay. Did I finish the X-Max body? I will be Hudson Hawk Hoppies. I will be unveiling that this week. Warhawk Legend 69. Are you planning to do more coverage on the Ford GT and the new Corolla? Like I just explained before, I am doing that. Flat hard tar roof. Yeah, you're probably cooking up there. I've done solar installations years ago, so I know how hot it can get up there, especially on like a 90-degree ray. Rodney Armstrong. I can't work because I've been still sick. I have to buy it cheap and build it myself. You know what? I have to say, you are able to get deals if you're able to go on eBay or if you're able to go on Craigslist. You should be able to find a deal right there. So Hal Sen, which Mini Z brushes did you buy? I bought the anniversary edition, which is the gold one. And the things that I'm going to do independent suspension on the front. A lot of the stuff's going to be PN Racing. And what else? And everything's going to be ASF. So I'm probably going to go with the KO Pro controller on that. Tap Money, I just saw your video with the wheel blowing up. What's going on? Tap Money, Monfordale 1 is been one of my longest subscribers, and me and him have been very cool with each other. Definitely check out his channel because not only he does a lot of customized RCs and stuff like that, but he also is a tattoo artist. So definitely check that out. Okay, Kjaz RC, what's going on? Wig Splitters RC, what's up? Nice boat, bro. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens to it when I put it in water. My roof is right on Long Island, so I'm taking lunch. I'm sure you can play. Yeah, you know what? Not for nothing. If you're on Long Island, you know it's gonna be 90. So I'm probably gonna be hitting the motorcycle today, though. Let me see. Nick, are you going to make? I already answered that. Let me see. Bar Harbor Basher, Miguel Velez. Hey man, finally messing with the M41. Well, I'm not running it as is, but I'm definitely gonna be running it very soon. All right, right now should everyone look up hydro dipping YouTube? Never painted RC. Everybody again. Who knows? I might hydro dip one day. Sony E3 press conference tonight. Yes, isn't when is the Nintendo one? I'm kind of upset with Sony for the reason that they should have, when they came out with the PS4 Pro, it should have had a 4K, just like they came across and ended up installing the 4K player in the Xbox. But the 4K player in the Xbox kind of sucks, so that's primarily it. Let me see. Yes, sir. Brush is ready to roll. Let me give Ashwaz install the cat pack and my big ran difference. Okay. And then my slash. How much ground clearance? How do I do that? Ground clearance, you have to adjust your shocks and how they're installed. Also, on the arms, you're going to notice that there's like 2 or 3 holes by the arms. So the more you spread it out, the lower it gets. Let me see. That 240 SMX MIMS. Damn. RC Muscle 1, what's going on? What chassis you have on it right now? Not too sure what the question was. Figure it out. Oh damn, poo. Okay, what the hell happened? Can't see nothing on my screen. Is everybody catching this? Refresh the screen on the app. Let me see. Does Traxxas have steel gears in the servo? Not on this one, but the 1275X and the 1285X has steel gears in the servo. Give me a shout out. That 240SX MEMS, shout it out. Do you have a 5T? That's from Lay J. I want a 5T desperately. That X MEMS. Nick, what's going on? Do you ever beat the shit out of your RCs? Yeah. my poor X Max is really rusted out. I'm gonna tell you which RCs are doing very bad, which I have to give a little TLC to. Stampinky, which is my Stampede 4x4. My X Max, which is beat to crap right now. My Slash 4x4 LCG is beat to crap right now. And my E-Revo is pretty beat up. Thank you. Let me see. Carlos Reagan, can I ride the ship and you go fast forwards? Let me let me see. Ashton, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Rodney Armstrong. My new Rustler is 74 miles per hour mixed breed with Gruel RC, but it's very fun. Nintendo's is tomorrow 9 a.m. Thank you for that. I think my brother's a huge Nintendo freak and stuff like that, so I'm a huge Yoshi fan. So you should go boat fishing. You know what? I saw RC Spark Studios do that, where they came across and ended up doing boat fishing on this. But if I do boat fishing on the Long Island Sound, this thing will get a lot of salt water. So I'd have to have 2 buckets of fresh water to clean that thing off immediately. Are you going to put more upgrades on the X-Max? Yes, I am. There's going to be a lot more upgrades coming on the X-Max very soon. Usually by the middle of beginning of July, I stop doing videos. So I usually come across and slam 10 videos at one shot to keep you guys, entertained till I come back, in September or something like that. Drain Out, what's going on? Let me see. Own Brush, let me know. Need a deck on the roof. Oh, I own my own business. Let me know if you need a deck or a roof or a fence or work inside. All right, cool, man. I'll definitely put you on port, YRC. Let me see. Stampede RC Kit 10. Shout out. You've been shouted out, my friend. Little C. Would you get an E-Max or an E-Revo? I have both. I have both, and if you like the way the monster truck looks, you go with the E-Max. If you want performance and everything like that, and all around great RC, you go E-Revo all day. Let me see. Check out my channel if you want to see me beating. All right, send me a link. Tyler Stone, what's up going on? Are you gonna make a video of the Rustler? Last video I have of the Rustler was on the table, and then if you ever saw it run, it would be on the Everyday RC channel. Miguel Velez, my X-Max is begging for mercy, but nope, too much fun hitting it hard. Yo, I broke my body on that thing, and once again, I ended up having Chris, Everyday RC, film my X-Max, so you'll be able to see that thing take a beating. And actually, I did a flip off of a jump, so... Oh man, you got a 5T Little J brushless, $1,200. That's interesting. That is interesting. Send me an email. You need fresh water, fish on the line. So I'll take the boat on there. Well, the sound is pretty calm right now. A few of my friends have gone fishing. They ended up going with Fluke, and they're hitting a lot of blues as well. So that'd be interesting to find out. Let me see. When are you going to get Arma car? Arma. Well, I'm holding off on Arma right now. I'm really, and it's only temporary that I'm holding off on getting any Arma vehicle as of this point, because I feel not more than me getting HPI or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm literally holding off at this point. With the Arma. Let me see. If you want quality, you buy Traxxas. If you're going to have to pay for that, yeah, true. Did you see the comment? Finally, Gio got it dirty. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Well, I mean, if like I said, a lot of times, you'll see one of my cars and they look immaculate, but if I show you the body, like if I show you my X Max, you'll see the orange body on it because that's the show body, and then if you see me riding it around, it'll have the blue body beat up and all wrecked up. Are you gonna be doing upgrades on the 4GT? Yes, I am. Have you thought about a low C? Not as of yet. The only low C I've ever thought about was the 5T. Are you going to be getting into the Ford Traxxas TRX? Of course I am. Okay, I have a boat as well. I catch 30-pound stripers. Oh man, yeah, I got. Usually I take a ride to like Davis Park and stuff like that. That's the only boating I do out on Long Island. Let me see. Think about an ST4G Thunder Tiger 8 scale. You know what? I've never thought about Thunder Tiger, but I wouldn't even know where to get parts for that. How do I send you an email? If you guys are ever interested in sending me emails or questions that you have off the topic, it's always geostealthr1@yahoo.com. Always, every day, if you're able to do that. And then 9 times out of 10, if you go on my Instagram, which is geostealthr1, just find a picture of, I have pictures of all my RCs over there. You can come across and just leave a comment, and I'd be able to answer your question on that, so that you and I know what we're talking about with each other. Are you gonna make 100-mile-per-hour 4G? That is a goal. I gotta see what could fit in there. Aerodynamically, it should be doing it. So. Oh yeah, no, I'd be definitely hit me up. Wild RC, hit me up with an email and stuff like that, and then we'll talk. All right. Alrighty, so here's I'm gonna come across and just give you a rundown of all my RCs and what I'm gonna be doing with them, and giving you just an update of what's happening with each and every one of my RCs. The Yeti Junior, which is still up there. Let me see it, squeeze him. There you go. The Yeti Junior. Primarily, what's happening with the Yeti Junior is I'm going to make it a brushless system. Another YouTuber on here, I believe he's still on. Bar Harbor Basher's already. If you ever get to check out his channel, he has a lot of nicely customized things and stuff like that. So definitely check him out. He's been upgrading his Yeti. I haven't touched my Yeti yet. By far, it's one of the coolest 1/18 scale RCs that I have. So if you guys want to see another customized YouTuber that does stuff, definitely check out Bar Harbor Basher. So let me see. All right, man. Yo, keep cool, man. Don't fall off the roof, bro, and definitely hit me up. So yeah. So that's the things I'm gonna be doing with the Yeti. There's gonna be a few customized things I'm gonna be setting up for the Yeti. I believe now that Axial has. Here's a little bit of a history lesson. I've been speaking to a few people about this. Axial, they get their stuff manufactured, I believe, in China, and also is the same factory that does, a lot of the RC products, I believe, like Proline. Same company does HPI and stuff like that, so on and so forth. Anyway, I believe the company shut down, and you guys haven't seen too many products from these companies. It's been taking a little bit longer than it should have, or people have been waiting forever. So I believe production is starting up again, from what I understand. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna stay still talking about Axial, the Axial 1/10 scale Yeti. That thing is new. When I tell you new, that thing is new beyond belief. It has a 1/8 scale motor in a 1/10 scale system. It has a Sidewinder 8. It has that $100 1210 Savox servo, whatever that is, and a few other things that are on it. Proline rims, Proline Super Swamper XL. Anyway, never driven it, and it just stays there. I don't know how that thing became a showpiece. No clue, but it's still there, which is driving me nuts. Um, am I going to be doing any upgrades? I think the last upgrade that I wanted to do on that rig would be what's the name of this company? What's the name of that really expensive company that makes U.S. products for scale machines? Everything for not RC 4-wheel drive. It's Vanquish. There you go, Vanquish products. I just need the hub carriers and the steering and stuff like that. So once I do that, we should be good to go with that and complete that project in its entirety. Mind you, I still have to paint the body for it. I have a brand new body for it. So maybe I might, Rodney, maybe I might hydro dip the body. Who knows? You know, at this point, I don't know how and why that became a show queen, but there it is. Next on the axial front is my SCX10. The SCX10 has a few more updates that has to be done on it, but I'm very, very much into customizing the new Traxxas TRX4. But that being said, I am not going to come across and abandon the SCX10 because the SCX10 is a huge contributor to the scale game. So there are a few upgrades planned for it. I have not installed. There's a few upgrades that I have there, but hopefully I'll be able to do that body, and then we're done with the SCX10. So a few upgrades for the SCX10 plus a brand new painted body. The Axial Yeti XL, another RC that I just don't touch. Why? I don't know why. I don't know. I did a few customized. I did T-Bone Racing. I did Trencher X's on it, and yeah, I'll talk to you in a few seconds about the Fortec 2.0. And I just don't drive it. I don't know why. Do you ever plan to make the boat fast? Yes. Once I drive it the first time, I got to see what the temperature. That's why I'm throwing the expander pack, so I can see what the temperatures are internally in the boat. So once I can do that, then I'll be able to determine what type of system can go in there. I know there are a few companies out there right now that can make this boat a lot faster. I think to do this on 100 miles an hour, that lake would have to be like glass for it to do it, and it has to be a calm, not windy day. All right, so I haven't done nothing with the Yeti XL. That thing is still in immaculate condition. I don't know. For some reason that rig, I'll never, I'll never put in a position to play with that thing yet. Let's go with the smaller to the higher. The Traxxas Teton. I have to put the Dusty Motor shroud on it. The Traxxas Rally, I have to put the Dusty Motor shroud and the new bearings in there. The Traxxas Alias, it's fully customized. That is complete. Now we go with the Traxxas. The Traxxas 1/16 scale E Revo. I do have to put better bearings, and I do have to put steel drive shafts for that unit itself, and a few aluminum parts. Most likely I'm going to go with the Intergy because their green looks awesome. Next RC, the Slash 4x4 2-wheel drive, high center of gravity. If you guys ever got to see that video, I was able to restore that from the rust bucket that it was. Am I going to do anything with it? I seriously doubt it. It's probably just going to be a little basher. Probably if one of my friends comes around, I'll let them drive that car. So the Traxxas Slash 2-wheel drive LCG, I still have a lot of customizations I wanted to do on that. That is the RC that I want to take to the Long Island track, the racetrack that's over here. So we'll see what I do with that. The Slash 4x4 LCG Mamba Monster Edition, that is a huge bashing vehicle for me. If you ever go on these huge bash events, you'll see that RC over there. Really, really cool. Stampede 4x4, I have a lot of upgrades that I plan to do for that. and hopefully this year, since my daughter lives now, she'll be able to come across and do that. What is the most important upgrades for the Rustler VXL? The most important upgrade is the bumper. That is the first thing that you change out. You put an RPM bumper. That being said, I believe it does come with a wheelie bar. If it does not, bring the wheelie bar in there. Then, if you can, fully RPM the unit out, like immediately. But the RPM front bumper is huge for the Rustler VXL because that's where it takes the most of the impact of the unit. And if you ever get the opportunity, get aluminum hexes for the rear because that truck does 70 miles an hour and above. So you do want something that's pretty good. Next question. Next car. Let me see. I just did that. The E-Max. The E-Max, I have nothing left to put on that thing other than me installing a brand new body. Next thing, E-Revo. Nothing for me to install into that. Not even a new body. That project has been completed. I'll talk about the New York City crawl in a few minutes. Next will be the X-Max. There's a lot of upgrades coming with the X-Max, coming from the shocks to the internal components, which is going to be aluminum, a lot of stainless steel, a brand new body, which I have to unveil, and a few other things, a few other little goodies that I'm going to throw on that thing. Let me see what else. The XO1. The XO1 is, I would say, completed. So the guys want to do speed runs and see how fast that XO1 can go in there. Other than that, let's talk about the Fortec. The Fortec is at the hobby shop, and I need to pick it up. I waited a little bit longer. I wanted to get the black Fortec. It's been there for 2 weeks, and I got to pick that thing up. So the black Fortec is coming across. Also, which TRX4 color should I get? Should I get the gunmetal or the candy apple red? We'll see what happens when I do that installation. That being said, let's talk about the New York City crawl. The New York City crawl should have happened, I believe, a week ago. I believe it was raining, and I opted not to even come across because I look at the weather come Monday. And I see the weather 7 days down the line to see what's happening for the Sunday, and that didn't happen. So as of right now, next week is Father's Day on a Sunday, and the New York City crawl can't be done that day either. So we are looking at possibly the following week after that to do the New York City crawl. There are a lot of people that have been questioning me about doing the New York City crawl, which should be very, 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 very exciting. For the main reason of the excitement is I have a few special treats happening over there. And you know what? I'll answer that question about Hotness and Busted. I will do a video this week, one time only video for Hotness and Busted. And primarily what I'm going to do and spread the word to either your friends or anybody. There's only 15 people watching me right now, so I was hoping that people would check this out. It's going to be the entry to the Hotness and Busted series. Once you do the entry to the Hotness and Busted series, I'm definitely going to put you in to come across and showcase your cars on the channel. Your cars will be showcased, and also your channel will be showcased. People will see what type of customizations you're doing on your RC cars or trucks or whatever. That being said, once I do something like that, I would say every quarterly scenario, the best well brought upon Hotness and Busted vehicle that comes into play will get a t-shirt from me. Kind of like a winner type scenario. So definitely look into customizing your RCs to do a Hotness. See, I'm trying to do Matthew Gurley? No. Grilly. No. Hopefully I said it right. Shout out to you, my friend. Hopefully once I do that, you should be able to come across and see your RC showcased on the channel. A lot of people have built up their channel by Hotness and Busted. I believe I explained the story last time that somebody got into my account and erased everything from Hotness and Busted and stuff like that. So yeah, I do want to start the channel up. I like the fact that a lot of people are able to showcase, their artwork or their art form on the Hotness and Busted scenario. So hopefully that works out for everyone. If more and more people can do the Hotness and Busted series. I think somebody corrected me. I did 23 Hotness and Busted series, and anywhere from part 1 and 2, which only had 2 people on it, and it jumped all the way to 23. A lot of people are able to showcase Hotness and Busted. Saturn Gaming HD, what's going on? And hopefully once I do Hotness and Busted again, you guys are able to showcase your RCs and, get more viewers on your channel. That being said, hopefully we can do something like that very quickly. What are my plans for 2017? Well, after speaking with a few people, a huge plan of mine is to thank you very much, Andrew. Do you still have the plastic prop on the boat? Yep, I do still have the plastic prop on the boat. The boat is fully customized with HR stuff, but I do have the brass prop available. This thing is fully modified with hot racing components internally and externally with the boat itself. And I'm just waiting for the brand new motor mount that was just released. So hopefully I'll be able to get that very soon and dump this into the water. Where am I at? So that being said, hopefully a lot of things that I'm talking to you guys about is very informative to you. I'm going to start doing last but not okay, let me see. Once you said you would meet up with okay, there you go. Thank you for reminding me. So I spoke I spoke with it's Aaron from RC Sparks. And he has nicely welcomed me to come out to Canada, and just and it's not even for me to film, because I when I do my channels, I do a lot of customizations, but a lot of times people film my RCs, and they're kind of surprised that I let them film them, and I'm not filming them. So I definitely want to check out a few things on his channel. Main things I want to do, and I am going to be bringing my own RCs. I want to test out the Judge. I see so many RCs just fail on pulling that. And not to say that I'm going to come across and start, doing my thing and pulling that thing down the stretch. But that's one thing I definitely want to check out. Second thing I want to check out the racetrack. I want to be able to take one of my RCs and just go around that huge track. Next, I definitely want to go to where he does a lot of the filming, because up in Canada you have beautiful creeks, you have beautiful scenery out there where visually you're able to see a lot of beautiful filming where he films all his RCs at. So that's another thing I want to do. And also they do have a customizable trail run for all of his RCs. And when I tell you customizable, these guys are so intricate with that they come across and do their stuff. And last but not least, what I want to do, I'm gonna come across and give him and all of his boys a beating on Mini Z Racing, because they see Aaron has seen my channel, and he's seen all the Mini Z Racing that we do out here in New York. So I will bring my stuff out there and definitely try to one up them on stuff like that. I don't know what they're driving out there. I don't know if they're doing brushless or anything like that, but I would definitely bring Mini Z's out there to see what I can do, and show them a few tricks of the trade, because we do a lot of Mini Z racing out in Bruckner Hobbies in the Bronx, New York. So that's one thing I'm planning on. Yeah, shots fired. Trust me, he was able to come across, and this is right before he built his track. He was, I gave him the dimensions of the track that we have here in New York, and he was able to see a lot of things that we do on how we race our RCs, and he was able to check out a lot of customizations, videos, and on the Mini Z's stuff like that. So he, without trying, the Mini Z things that I've done on my channel, were able to help him have his own track in his own building, which is definitely cool. Just to have a friend like that, to come over his house, and he welcomes a lot of people with open arms, and to race on the track, and that would be something very, very cool. Also, I'm enjoying the series that his wife Jem is doing. If you guys are interested in finding out, and you know what, I have to comment about that. Because there are a lot of girls that do RC, and they keep that kind of like on the down low. But there are a lot of females that do RC stuff like that. The only problem is that there are a lot of guys that just become jerks and be like, want to hit on you and everything like that. So yeah, hopefully more and more girls get into that, and most of the trolls out there, try to, can control themselves with that. But that being said, if you guys ever get to watch Nerd Gets Girl, with his Traxxas Summit, definitely check that one out. It's amazing. Yeah, so that's primarily it. I think as for the Fortec will be coming in. The Traxxas TRX4 is coming in as well. If you guys know, I have almost 30 RCs at the house and stuff like that, and I will be doing full modifications on both RCs once they come in here. I have parts already available for them, and I will take one run with that brushless motor and ESC, and then it's gone. So yeah, so we'll see what transpires in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully these videos are very informative to you. Like I said, if there's any questions that you have, just leave a comment below. Not in the questionnaire thing, because that scrolls down pretty fast. Let me see. I'll go into a few questions. You still use a plastic prop on the boat? Yes. Nice. Let me see. Design Voice says, once you said you would meet up with Aaron. Yep. Answered that. Nick, our Spartan plastic props was hitting the seaweed and was hitting up and messed up the prop. Yeah, I ended up going with brass. I mean, there's a few other companies that have three propellers on their prop, but yeah, this is it, and this is for the Spartan SPN 1000E, and this next wireless for the Spartan is the same thing that you utilize on the M41. Are you going to do the tough truck challenge with them? Yeah, I'm hoping to that. Yeah, shots were fired. Don't be a stranger now, Gio. Come back soon. Yeah, like I said, a lot of things has transpired in the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. Like I said, my daughter's moved in with me, and I ended up buying her a new car. And the weird thing is that I ended up doing her whole brand new room when IKEA crazy. And a lot of my projects have stopped, primarily most of my finances ended up going into making sure that my motorcycle's up to par. So I had to get 2 brand new tires that ran around $500, and then I had to do my oil change, which is another $60, and I do that myself. Then I had to change out my HID kit, and then dun 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 dun. I think that's it I did on the bike. Yeah. And then I got my truck. I'm looking to get brand new rims and tires for my truck. And also, like I said, my daughter has a new car. She wanted a sound system in there, so I'm probably going to do that. And then, yeah, as you guys can see, my other hobby, which I collect all my movies, which goes pretty, I don't know how high, there you go. It goes pretty high up there. So I do collect a lot of movies. So yeah, so those are the different hobbies that I do have and stuff like that. So, Connor, what's your full-time job? Well, without being too descriptive on what I do work in the medical industry, and I do work in a lot of hospitals. So, without being too descriptive, that's primarily what I do. Yeah, I definitely want to see. Have been watching RC Sparks for 3 years and a half. I love all your. Oh, thanks. So, yeah, so that's primarily what I do. As of right now, I'm just at the house trying to get cooled off with all this heat, but most likely I'll be jumping on the motorcycle. I will be doing motorcycle vlogs. I mean, I do have a GoPro camera, which I mount on the back. You know, next on my list is a new old television. Uh, I hear you in the car. I just bought myself a completely overhauled new one for my boy. Yeah, you know, what I'll tell you what. Even I drive. You know, I have a Rock Warrior Toyota Tundra. You know, and my little work car is my Toyota Solara. So my kid is 20 years old. So I was gonna put her in the Solara, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I don't trust the car. You know, the car has too many miles in it, and you know, she's a new driver. So I ended up coming across and shelling out the money for a 2017 um, Hyundai. So, oh, and if you do get 4K videos, yeah, definitely. I think I spent, I think on sale, it was around 3,500 for my 4K TV. Yeah, on sale it was 3,500 for my 4K TV. So I'm very much into home theaters. I do uh I have a 9.2 home theater system, Dolby Atmos setup. So yeah, I'm very much into audio, movies and everything like that. So yep. So anyway, look, hopefully this video was informative to you. Like I said, if you guys are very much interested in stuff that you would like to see on my channel, once this channel's done uploading, leave a comment below. I would definitely like to hear your input on what you would like to see on this channel. So yeah, I have a Sony. So my sister's friend got a ticket for doing 105 and 75. She has had her license for a week. Well, I GPS my kid. So, so I tell her, but mind you, she GPS. Now, the way my GPS works is that my GPS tells her how fast I go. So I think it was on Saturday, she went back to me and said that the GPS that was logged in to her thing said 175. She started yelling at me. But I said, look, I told you I do it just because I tell. And she goes, she told me, just because you tell me now vividly I see what you're doing. I said, yo, that's just the way I roll. What do you want me to say to you? So that being said, I'm going to leave it on that note. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this segment. I like to do these one-on-one conversations with you guys do. Yes, I do have a Yamaha R1 fully modified with a full pipe exhaust, and also I have no governor on my bike. I have an ECU flash with velocity stacks, a power command unit on the system as well. So that's why you're able to go above what's initially on the motorcycle itself. And I do not have a governor, which is a good thing. But hopefully you like the content of the stream. Put your notification thing on for me, so you know sometimes I do pop up with a few things. I am going to do a quick, not this week, not maybe this week, maybe next week, or maybe the following week. I'm going to do a pop-up video where I'm going to be giving something away. And the only people that are going to be able to get into this video, which are the people that are watching the video right now, I'm going to put them into a contest. And it's going to be the first 20 people that are going to be in that. So when I do that on a motorcycle, well, then that's all right. Well, 175, I mean... You'll see it when I start doing the vlogs. I'll have the camera facing rear, and then I'll have a camera facing front, and then you'll be able to see something like that. So, but yeah, so it's gonna be like the first 20 people that are gonna be in there. The minute the show starts is the only first 20 people that are gonna be able to try to go for this contest and stuff like that. So. Yeah, so keep the notification thing on. Hopefully this video was informative to anybody that checks it out. Once again, thank you for listening to me, and thank you for a lot of questions, and hopefully I was able to answer all of them. I don't know too much about the RC, but I know enough to help. Anyway, for all you guys, wig splitters, yeah, take it easy. Meg Gasty 15. What's going on? Warhawk Legend, take it easy, my friend. That guy. Oh wait, if you haven't seen what I've done with it, it's full hot racing on the rear and hot racing internally with wire meshing and a few other goodies that are in there. So, and I am utilizing the Traxxas batteries. So that being said, glad you guys checked it out. Glad you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. It is always appreciative. Rate, comment, subscribe, and tell my fellas up on YouTube. Later.